Hello, my friends. Welcome to a reading vlog here at Book Boop. I haven't done one of these in a long time. In fact, I don't think I've even done one in 2020 yet. And I'm hoping to get better at them. But since it is now quarantine city right now, I live in Tennessee and things are locking down quite a bit with the coronavirus and everything. I'm going to be starting to work from home a lot this week. It is currently March the 22nd. It's in the afternoon. And I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a reading vlog this week. And just to give myself something to do and feel like I'm hanging out with my bookish friends. I'm supposed to have a book club meeting this week and we're canceling it. And I'm so sad. I think we may try to meet online in some form or fashion, but I'm so sad that we're not going to meet up because I was going to throw like a Harry Potter party and I just have to postpone it and just wait until all this passes over, which I don't know when that will be. But I'm sitting here in my bed with courage. This is my squishy plush mallow and I love this thing and I snuggle it honestly all night long. But I wanted to update you all on my reading plans and how those are going and some extra things I'm doing to help pass the time other than the fact of just being home with a 3-year-old. That passes a lot of time as it is. But I'm currently reading Vengeful by V.E. Schwab on my Kindle and I'm about halfway through and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I was kind of hoping to be further along in it than I am now, but it's so good. I love it. It's so dark. It's just so dark and gritty, and I love it. The only thing I'm struggling with, if you haven't heard of Vengeful before, it's the second book in the Vicious duology by V.E. Schwab, and it's about supervillains, pretty much, which is lots of fun. So it's like following superheroes, but instead supervillains, just terrible people, just doing terrible things and have terrible superpowers. Do terrible things with their superpowers. But it's a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. The writing style in the first book as well as the second one jumps around in time a lot. So like each chapter is a different period of time. It's constantly jumping back. Like one chapter will be like 4 years ago and this one will be like 2 weeks ago. And then after that it'll be like 10 years ago. And it just hops around a lot and there's a lot more characters in the second book. So I'm actually having a little trouble keeping up. I didn't have trouble with it in the first book, but I am in this one. So I'm reading that and I'm hoping to finish that this week, maybe midweek or something, because I have one more book after that that's on my March TBR, which is The Kingdom by, I can't remember the author, but it's like a dark Disney book and I'm really excited to get to it. And I'm excited that I should be able to finish my entire March TBR in March. So I won't have any rollover books for the next month, which I'm excited about. And I will be participating in the magical readathon. I'll be participating in the Owls for the first time ever and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to film my TBR. I cannot wait to jump into it. I am so pumped. I'm just really excited. I'm not going to reveal what career I'm going to go towards yet because I will let you know in that video and I'll hopefully film that soon. But other than that, like I said, I'm going to be starting to work from home a lot more starting this week. There's a few things I'll have to do in the office, but at the moment I'm going to be working from home. I work for a church. So we've been having to figure out new creative ways to do ministry when we aren't able to have people come to our building. So we're figuring out ways to continue to do worship services through online streaming and things like that. We've been doing online streaming for services for 2 weeks now. We do every Sunday anyways, but we're just strictly only doing streaming and nobody's coming in except for the people that are necessary. Anyway, so there's that. Thankfully, my daughter's daycare is still going. It's just a very small in-home run daycare. That's why they haven't shut down so far yet, which is great because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get any work done. Other than that, I wanted to show you a fun project I started yesterday. So I really love to cross stitch. And I do projects here and there. I'm not constantly always having a project going with cross stitching. I finished one, I would say mid-year last year. It was just a small little Halloween themed one. But since I'm going to be locked up in the house a lot more, and I don't know for how long, I wanted to have a cross stitch project going. And I always do like nerdy ones. So I picked a really big one and I will link below where you can get this. It's from Etsy. I don't remember the name of the creator. But this is what it is. It's like this travel poster of Hogsmeade and I am so freaking pumped. I just started it yesterday and I have like the tiniest bit done. I mean, this thing it's pretty big. Let's see, it's 9 by 12 inches. So it's decent size. It will take me probably, months upon months to finish. But I like having long projects like that, and it's really, really fun to do. And I'm so excited to have like this nerdy Visit Hogsmeade cross stitch poster when it's done. I mean, how cool is that? And other than that, my sweet husband found a copy of Animal Crossing, not the new one. I wish I could play the new one. We do not own a Switch. We've been wanting to get a Nintendo Switch, but we haven't pulled the trigger on that because it's kind of expensive. And anyways, but I used to play Animal Crossing on GameCube, and I loved that game, and I don't have it anymore. And my husband got me a copy of it, and so I've been playing old school Animal Crossing with my daughter, and it's been so fun getting to play that game again and just jump back into memories. So that's been really fun too. So it's been good. I hope you are well. I hope wherever you are that you are comfortable and safe, and that you're at least enjoying some of a portion, or at least seeing the silver lining in the situation. I'm such an introvert and I would rather be at home than anywhere else. So this isn't particularly difficult for me in that circumstance, because I love being at home. But I know it can be really difficult for people that just thrive from being around other people, or from people that live at home by themselves. I mean, I'm married and I have a daughter, and so when I'm at home, I'm with my family, and so I know some people are stuck at home by themselves, and that might be nice for maybe a few days, but after a little bit, I'm sure that can get very isolating. So know that I am praying for you. I am praying for the world, for all the people that are just having to do life differently right now, and for all those who are very vulnerable to this situation, and very vulnerable to this health crisis. So I hope you all are well. I don't know if I'll be able to update you again today, because I don't even know if I'm going to be able to read anymore today. But I will update you all tomorrow on Monday when we get this week started. Hello everyone, and happy Tuesday, the 24th. I did not get to update you all yesterday at all. It ended up being a really, really full day of working from home, hanging out with my kiddo, doing lots of adulty chore things. So it was a good day. It was just a very full day, and I just didn't have a chance to film. I had my kid around me the whole time and just didn't have a chance to step away and to chat or anything, because during her nap I had to work and all that kind of stuff. But today is going to be my first full day of working from home. I'm about to jump into work and everything. My daughter is over at daycare, and I am interested to see how working from home is going to be like. I mean, I've always worked from home a little bit, but just never full-time, always from home. So it's going to be different. I usually have meetings today, and I still will. They'll just be online, which will be really weird. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that's going to go. Also, I'm about 70% of the way through Vengeful by V.E. Schwab now, and I'm enjoying it a lot. There are a lot of different perspectives and characters we follow this time, and we've been following a specific newer character a lot lately, and it's been focusing on her more, which I like the character, but I kind of want more from the original characters we were following from the first book. Those characters are still there and still very important, but they're just not focused in it enough. But things are starting to converge. All the characters are starting to converge together. The timelines are starting to converge together. So it's really fun seeing how it's all coming together now. And whenever I hit this point in a book, that 70-80% mark, I'm always like, let's go, let's get this done, let's read. So I'm really, really hopeful actually to either finish Vengeful today or tomorrow. My husband plays D&D with his friends online on Tuesday evenings the majority of the time. So hopefully I should have some extra time to read tonight. I had some time to read this morning before my daughter got up, which was great. So I am hoping to finish this up, but I'm kind of sad too at the same time, because it's just the duology and then it'll be over. And I'm sad about that because I'm really enjoying this series and enjoying the characters, and it's so good. So, but I'm excited to finish it up and move on to my very last book that's on my March TBR. I can't believe I'm going to be able to finish my TBR for the month. So awesome. I think that's 7 books. I think 6 or 7 books, but I'm just excited I'm going to finish them and then get to just start the next month fresh with no other rollover books, no books that I didn't end up getting to. So I'm pumped about that. I was able to do some more cross stitching yesterday, and I don't have it with me. I'll show you like an update of it if you want to see it. It doesn't look like anything right now. It's just some random stitches. It's like part of the mountain range behind Hogsmeade that I've started on. And so it's just like a random thing of stitches right now. But it's growing, and that's great. I'm moving on in it, so that's wonderful. And that's been fun. It's been fun to have that, to kind of like just have something extra to kind of fiddle with on the side, especially like while I'm sitting and watching stuff or whatever, just kind of hanging out. I'm able to grab it, do a few rows of stitches, and then set it aside, and it's good. It's a nice way to fill my time a little bit. So, but it's time for me definitely to jump into work now, and hopefully I can update you all later, and hopefully the lighting's better. This clip is better than the last one. This is actually the second time I've tried to film an opening clip for Tuesday, because the first one, the lighting was bad and it was distracting. So hopefully this one's better, but work time. Update time. Ignore the crazy hair, but just wrapping up my lunch break from work, and honestly, I am absolutely exhausted. My entire morning was filled with meetings, and I have another meeting this afternoon, and I am so tired and yet feel like I haven't gotten anything done today, and this is just different. It's different. I did get to read a lot during lunch, which was nice. It's one thing I love about reading on my Kindle. I love reading physical books, but one thing I love about reading my Kindle is the fact that the case that I have for it has like a little prop thing, like it's a picture frame, and so I can just like set it there and easily read while I eat or doing other things, because I normally don't read while I eat because I don't like having to hold the book open and I always worry about getting food or something spills, but my Kindle is waterproof, and it's just, I can easily just tap the screen. I don't have to like hold the book open with my hand or something. So I really love using the Kindle in that aspect. And so I got to read more, and I'm even closer to the end. And I think I'm like getting close to like 85% or more in. So I'm really actually starting to feel very confident that I'll finish Vengeful today, which is really exciting. It's getting crazy. It's definitely pulling up to like a big event. So I'm interested to see how it ends, and I don't know how it's going to end right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now is since this is the last book, and I don't know. I'm just curious to see what happens with the characters, because I felt like it wrapped up so well at the end of Vicious, because originally that was the only one and it was a standalone, and part of me wishes it would have stayed a standalone because I absolutely loved the way that book ended. So I'm interested to see how it ends, and I'm hoping it's as satisfying of an ending as Vicious was, because Vicious, I felt very happy about how it ended and would be fine not having another book. And so I'm hoping this one doesn't end in a way where I like wish that it would have just ended with Vicious, or hoping it doesn't leave anything open-ended. I'm just hoping that it wraps up well, which I'm pretty confident it will, knowing V. Schwab, but I'm still a little nervous about it. But anyways, I have to get back to work. Yeah, I'm hoping I get a little bit better and it gets a little easier with working from home, because right now all of us on my entire team are just trying to figure out what this looks like and how working from home is, and we're using different types of programs and apps now to do our work, and it's taking some doing. It's taking some learning and some doing. So I hate to say that we'll probably get to a point where this will be old hat, because I think we're going to end up having to do this for quite a while. It's kind of projected that honestly things won't necessarily feel back to normal, like normal everyday life, until maybe July, which is insane to think about. I mean, whoever thought 2020 was going to be like this? We were all so excited for a new decade, and then it's like, anyways, but okay, I gotta stop blathering and get my good morning. It is now Wednesday. I was actually able to finish Vengeful last night. I stayed up later and finished it, and I still need to put it through Cawpile. If you don't know what Cawpile is, it's a rating system to kind of go through different aspects of a book to kind of help you figure out what your rating is. Especially, it's so helpful when when I struggle to know what I want to rate something. This is one of those ones I feel like I am struggling to rate because I'm not sure how I feel about it. I did enjoy it a lot, I really did. But I will say honestly, I know that I enjoyed Vicious more than Vengeful. I enjoyed the ending of Vicious more than Vengeful. Um, I don't know. It just, I felt like it left, I mean, I think it left the right amount of open-endedness, I guess. But I felt like it had too much open-endedness at the same time. Um, so I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. So I need to put it through Call-Pile and figure out kind of what my rating is and kind of process everything, and then write down my thoughts on it in my bullet journal. And that's, oh my goodness, my bullet journal is so helpful. I love being able to write down, like have a very organized way to kind of keep my thoughts together for each book. And because once I write down my notes, and I feel like I can let it go. I can let go of my thoughts and my feelings on the book and let go of the details that I feel like I'm having to really hold on to in my brain before I write down some kind of thoughts and feelings on and ratings on it. So hopefully I should be able to do that today and kind of like do a Call-Pile and write down all my feelings about it in my journal, so that way I can kind of release it and really, really focus on my new book. So I did I did start, my brain, I'm sorry, is so muddled. I did start The Kingdom. Rothenberg, I think is the last name of the author. I started that this morning. It's going to be a really quick read. The chapters are pretty short, and some of the chapters are written in interview format, and so they're read very, very quickly. And some of the chapters are just like 2 pages or something. So it goes really, really fast. So I just started it this morning. I'm already like 45 pages in. And I only read for like 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm like, I already just cranked out a decent amount. So, and I've got a week of March left. So I think, honestly, I may end up finishing this book before the end of the month. And if that happens, I don't know what I want to do. I don't really want to get a head start on my April TBR because that's for the readathon for Owls, so I don't want to jump ahead on that. So I may see if I have some other shorter books that are on my TBR cart downstairs that are like middle grades, so I may grab one of those just to give myself something extra to read this month. It won't take me very long to do, and it's something I can kind of tick off my list, my TBR cart. I can't remember exactly what I said yesterday at my last clip on Tuesday. Yesterday was so overwhelming. I had a lot of meetings yesterday. I felt like I didn't get anything done, yet my brain felt overloaded with information. And I'll be honest, I did not feel well last night at all. I felt like body achy and anxious, and I just didn't feel right. My head felt kind of dizzy, and I'm feeling really, really anxious today. I've got really high anxiety today, and I think it's because I'm really gonna start taking the information I tried to understand yesterday and actually put it into action today. So I'm nervous about that, and hoping that I don't feel overwhelmed. But I just have to learn to pace myself. For some reason, I always feel like I have to push myself really hard and finishing everything quickly when it comes to work. Because of that, I feel like I'm pretty highly efficient in that way because I have a tendency to get through a lot of tasks quickly. But sometimes that gives me a lot of anxiety. So, and I just do that to myself. I'm not pushed to do that in any way at work. It's just something I do to myself. So I just have to keep reminding myself today, I have all day. I've got time to work on these new concepts. I have time to work on this. I can pace myself, breathe. I've got myself a nice big mug of lavender and chamomile tea right now. And I'm going to start my day with my Bible reading and just try to breathe and relax and be like, it's going to be fine. So hopefully I should be able to read some more today. I will have time to read today. Hopefully a little over lunch and also tonight before bed. And I didn't get to do any sewing yesterday. I didn't get to do any cross stitching at all. And hopefully I'm hoping to get some to do that today. But all right. I need to start getting myself set up for work and starting another new day of being at home for work. Finally, ending near the end of my work day. I got about an hour of work left. I'm just taking a quick break just to update you all on everything that's been going on today. It's been a lot better day than I thought it would be. I still feel a little bit discombobulated and confused about some of my workflow, but it's getting better. It is getting better, and today went by surprisingly quickly. I was worried that today would be really, really slow, but it's actually gone by really fast. And I did get some more reading done. I read some more of The Kingdom, and I think I realized I didn't give a description for The Kingdom. So it is by Jess Rothenberg, and The Kingdom is, I think what I had said before was just 2 words: dark Disney. It's basically the idea of basically a Disney World where the princesses aren't played by people; they're played by not animatronics, but they're called hybrids in the book. Basically, they're part machine, part human. They are completely man-made though. They're just created. And same thing as like the animals that are in the park and things like that, they're created as well. But these sophisticated robots or hybrids are of course programmed to make the guests happy, to be a certain way. But they're supposed to also be able to emulate emotions and things like that as well. And we're following one of the animatronics who's one of the princesses, and she's starting to have thoughts and feelings that she's not programmed to have. Like, she actually starts having the ability to cry, and she's supposed to not be able to cry. And just there's some dark things that are kind of going on in the underbelly of this Disney World kind of place. That a lot of these hybrids aren't treated very well because, of course, they're man-made, so a lot of people don't see them as something to be treated kindly, especially even like these hybrid animals and things. It sounds like it's kind of set in a little bit of a dystopian sort of. The attraction park itself is kind of like futuristic, but it sounds like from what they've mentioned so far that the living conditions outside of the park are not good, that the earth is kind of deteriorated, the ocean is now just sort of like this sewage mess, and a lot of people aren't living in very good conditions, and people save up a lot of money so that they can come to Disney World, well, it's not called Disney World, it's called the Kingdom. So it's kind of like nowadays too, because Disney World is a really incredible, fun place to go to, but it's expensive, so you usually do have to kind of like save up to go. Anyway, so that's what the book is about. I'm about, I don't know, I'd say about 70 pages into it now, and it's less than 400 pages, so I'm already a chunk of the way in with, how little I've gotten to read today so far. But I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. It actually, I think I mentioned before, it kind of hops back and forth between, there's like some portions that are like interview style, and then some are like from the perspective of this one princess or character that we follow. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so sleepy. I always get like in this weird slump after lunch. So anyways, but I'm excited that my work day is almost over. I actually get to go in the office tomorrow. I'm supposed to be the admin on site tomorrow, so I actually get to work from the office tomorrow, which will be really, really nice. It'll be a nice change from sitting on my couch. I think that's going to be really, really nice. But I've been trying to have some sense of normalcy. Like, I'm still putting on makeup. You can't probably tell, I don't put on tons of makeup, but I have makeup on, and I'm actually wearing jeans and not just wearing like, sweatpants and stuff like that. So that way it's just triggering in my mind, like, hey, I'm working right now. So that when I do put on my comfy clothes, I'm like, okay, now it's time to relax. Like I normally would when I get home from work and I put on comfy clothes. So I'm trying to keep some sense of normalcy. So to help my body and my brain kind of trigger, this is when I'm working, this is when I'm able to relax. Hopefully that makes sense. But I don't know if I'll be able to update you any more today. I should be able to read more today. Hopefully, I'm wanting to be able to do some cross stitching today. I also want to write down my review of Vengeful today. I've just got a lot of different things I want to do before the end of the day. So hopefully my daughter is cooperative and she will hopefully play a little bit on her own today when we get her home from daycare, so that I can get some things done. But yes, it's been a good day. It's been good. It's been good. My brain is completely fried, as you can probably tell. And I will update you next time. I'm going to stop blathering so this doesn't make like a really long clip. Good morning and happy Thursday. This is a weird shot. I hope you can see me. Of course, you can see I'm sitting in my car. I'm about to go into the office today. Today I'm supposed to be in office. So I'm looking forward to not working from home today. That's going to be so nice. But I just wanted to give you a quick reading update. I did read some more of The Kingdom last night and this morning. I'm honestly almost halfway through already, which is crazy to think about since I just started it. But I'm honestly really loving it. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue going on. We're starting to see there's some dark things going on underneath all the sort of sparkly facade. So I'm really enjoying it, and it's a lot of fun. I'm also excited that tonight is going to be a book club meeting. We're not going to get to meet in person, of course, but we're going to try to do like a Zoom video thing and just try out some stuff online and see if we can talk about books that way. So I'm excited to be able to like catch up with some of my friends and talk about books tonight. It should be a lot of fun, but I'm just excited to be out. I'm excited that it's sunny today and it's warm today. I mean, it's supposed to get, like, it started today in the 40s. It's supposed to get to 79, which is weird. It's just like a giant expansive temperature range there. So anyways, but I'm just excited it's sunny and pretty, and it's supposed to be nice tomorrow too, which I'm so thankful for since my daughter's going to be home with me all day tomorrow. So that way we can actually spend a lot of time outside, which I'm so pumped about. So, okay, time to get to work and enjoy my day with a little bit more socialization than normal, and just to get out of the house for a little bit. So first of all, it's Saturday. I missed vlogging it all yesterday. Also, please ignore the mess that is me. I'm kind of just thrown together today and look like a complete mess, and I feel like a mess. But Saturday, we're just not doing anything or really going anywhere. Quarantine, so we're just doing some yard work today and just kind of hanging out at home. But I wanted to give you this last update before I finish up the vlog. I actually finished The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg yesterday. This was a really cool book. I honestly really enjoyed it. It went in certain directions I wasn't expecting. It ended with, I felt like it had some good twists in it. I felt like it had a good ending. It left some things open-ended, which I think enjoyed. Some books I don't enjoy that very much. Like, I don't feel like there's enough of a closure, but this one I felt like there was some closure, but then there was some stuff left open-ended that honestly, like, another book could be written if they wanted to, but this definitely works so well just the way it is. So it doesn't really need another book necessarily either, and I'm not sure if there's going to be another one. But that one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that a lot, and I'm excited to have that in my collection. I'll definitely give a more thorough review and my thoughts and feelings on it when I do my March wrap-up. But I have 4 days, if I include today, I have 4 more days of March left, and I've actually finished my March TBR. So I think I have enough time to read one more book. So I decided to pick one more thing just to hopefully get done before the end of the month. And I actually picked, I don't have it with me, it's down in my room, but I'm going to try to read Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, which is the first book in the Grisha trilogy. I legit know nothing about it. I don't know what it's about. I just know that there's a lot of angst in it, which angst is not something I like. So honestly, I'm kind of expecting to not enjoy it, but I'm just interested to see what I think of it, because it's one of those series that people either love it or they hate it. Some people think it's boring. Some people think it's too drama angsty. Some people love it. But I've just heard a lot about the Grisha trilogy, and I've heard a lot about the Six of Crows duology as well, and I would like to read that maybe one day. So, and I know you don't have to read the Grisha trilogy to read Six of Crows. I've heard that, but I still want to give it a try, and it's a book that I picked up at my library sale, I don't know, probably 6 months ago or more. So I just have the first book, and it's been sitting on my TBR cart for a while, and I'm like, you know what? It's a good time to do it and to read it, expecting the fact that I'm wanting to try to go through it really quickly and try to get it done before April 1st. So I feel like I'm going to have to speed read it a little bit, which is fine with me because it's a book I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy or not. So I don't have a whole lot lying on this book, if that makes sense. I don't have like a whole lot of hope lied on this. That sentence didn't make sense. But anyways, I think I'm just going to wrap up the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it. I always feel like I'm so terrible at vlogs and I want to get better at them, But I usually only end up talking about reading updates, maybe a few things that I do during the day, but I never really show anything else. My vlogs aren't really that interesting. They aren't fancy. I don't have a whole bunch of like B-roll and do a bunch of things like that. Because honestly, my husband just takes all these videos and puts them together for me. We don't really do any editing other than that. So they're just sort of blah and boring, and I'm sorry about that. And I'm hoping to get better at them. And I'm hoping to do some vlogging next month for the owls. I'm so pumped about that. I should be filming my owl TBR soon and hopefully get that up on the first Monday of April. So that's like the 5th or 6th of April or something. But I've got it all planned out and I'm ready and I'm excited. And I can't wait to do my very first readathon ever. I'm pumped about it. I hope you're doing well. I hope this quarantine thing isn't making you go crazy. I'm hoping that you're getting lost in a book, and I just hope that you're safe and you're healthy and you're well. And I'm praying for all of us as we go through this. But I will see you all in my next video.